Welcome back. We're going to work on our next and final step for addition. What is 6-digit addition? Let's start with a review and look at what we did yesterday. We worked with 5-digit. Remember the steps. We always start by reading our word problem. So number 1, 2 classes collected marbles. One class had 33,672 marbles. The second class had 36,820 marbles. How many marbles did both classes have? So the first thing we're going to do, circle our numbers. So I know 33,672 is one of my numbers, and then 36,820 is my other number. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my keyword. So we're going to look at our question. How many marbles did both class have? So both is going to be my keyword. Both is telling me I need to add them together because it wants to know how many both had, so the total amount. So now we're going to write our number. Let's start with 33,672. And we're going to start with our ones. So I start with my 2. Then in my tens, I have a 7. Then in my hundreds, I have a 6. Then in my thousands, I have a 3. And in my 10,000s, I have another 3. Now let's move to our second number. In the ones, we have a 0. But remember, we have to put a 0 because it represents that place value. In the tens, I have a 2. In the hundreds, I have an 8. In the thousands, I have a 6. And in the 10,000s, I have a 3. Next, I draw my equal line because everything below this is my answer. Then I add my plus. Remember, we're adding, so we have to put a plus to show that we're adding. Now, let's start solving. So we're going to begin with our our ones. Woo. So I have 1, 2, then I have 0. This one's easy. My answer is 2. Now we're going to do our tens. So I start with my first number. I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I add my 2. 1, 2. Now I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my 9. All right, let's move on to our hundreds. So we start with our first number on top with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on the bottom I have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know that means I can box these. I can cross them off. And I have to add 1 to my thousands place. How many do I have left? I have 4. So 4 goes on the bottom. All right, now we'll do our thousands. So we start with our 1 on top. We have 1. Then I have 3. 1, 2, 3. And I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. Sorry. That means I gotta box them, cross, put my 1 on top. I have none left over, so again, I have to hold my place value, so I have to put a 0 on the bottom. All right, my final number for this one, my 10,000s place. So I start with my 1 on top, then I have 3, 2, 3, then I have 3 again, 1, 2, 3. So let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our answer is 70,492. So now we're going to move on to our last of it. This is a 6-digit number. Again, same process as we've done all along. We're just using 6 numbers. So now we're up to the 100,000th place value. So a gallery had 105,325 visitors in September. In June, they had 125,630 visitors. How many visitors did the gallery have in June and July? June and September. So we're going to start by circling our numbers. So 105,325. My next number is 125,630. All right. Now we're going to change and we're going to highlight our keyword. So how many visitors the gallery, how many people visited the gallery in June and September? So my keyword here is again a little bit harder. It's going to be and. Because it's saying and, it wants to know both June and September. So actually, I'm going to highlight all of that. June and September. That means I need to put them together. So let's go back. Let's start with our number. So again, I'm going to start with my ones and work my way backwards. So here, my ones is a 5. My tens is a 2. My hundreds is a 3. My thousands is a 5. My 10,000s is a 0. And I have to make sure I put a 0. And then my 100,000s is a 1. Now I'm going to line them up again. Now I'm going to start with these numbers. So my 1 is a 0. My 10s is a 3. My hundreds is a 6. My thousands is a 5. My 10,000s is a 2. And then my 100,000s is again a 1. Draw my line and add my plus sign. Because remember, we're adding, so we have to add a plus sign. It tells us what we're doing. Now, let's add these up. So we're going to start with our ones. So I have 5 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 on the bottom. That means I have 5. All right, let's do our next one. So I have 2 on the top. 1, 2. I have 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. So again, if I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5. All right, our hundreds place. So start with our top number, 1, 2, 3. Bottom number, I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9. On to our thousands. So our top number is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our bottom number is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means I gotta box them up because I have 10. Cross it out, and I gotta put one above the other one. That also means I have none left over. So to show and hold my place, I have to put a 0. All right, let's do our 10,000s. So our 10,000s, I have 1 on top that I brought over from the other one. And then I have 0. And I have 2. 1, 2. So if I count them up, 1, 2, 3. And our final one is our 100,000s. So I have 1 and I have 1. So if I count them up, 1, 2. So our total is 230,955. Good job. You guys can now go and work on your independent practice. See you guys next week.